Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nax. Super excited to be bringing you this live tournament action tonight here on Terminus SE, GSL's map there. Lovely, lovely map. We're going to be watching OptikCoyote taking on SwiPht. This should be an interesting matchup here. It is going to be a Zerg vs. Zerg on a very nice large map. Let's take a look. I think OptikCoyote is a high-level master as well as SwiPht. I know SwiPht is high-level, or at least fairly high. I think top 25 these days. Not bad at all. Let's take a look at OptikCoyote. He is going to be a high-level master as well. It's got a decent track record. His BNet stats pretty stinking high, so that is going to be tons of fun. Now, SwiPht tends to favor early pressure in his ZvZ matchups, so I'm interested to see how OptikCoyote going to deal with that. You know what? I remember OptikCoyote. I've seen him play before. It's been quite a while, but he is a phenomenal player, so he has got great control of his units. Looks like SwiPht beating him to the punch here on one drone by just a second and a half there. Not bad. Going to be spawning down here for OptikCoyote as purple Zerg at the 6 o'clock position, 3 o'clock position. We are going to find SwiPht. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, back to the game here. So OptikCoyote going to be sending out his scout, unfortunately in the incorrect direction. Lucky for SwiPht, he is going to be sending his Overlord scout. Look at this guy. SwiPht going to get some intel here in just a second. Looks like OptikCoyote going to be going for a fast expand, and SwiPht as well. Almost identical timings there. This is going to be very interesting. This guy looking to build a spawning pool, it looks like. There it goes. And same critter here for SwiPht, only slightly ahead, actually. So slight timing differences there. Maybe a couple seconds behind there for OptikCoyote. Definitely not putting him out of the match quite yet. However, SwiPht does have this Overlord now in position to be gathering quite a bit of intel. Going to probably cruise around the back side of this main to see what tech is going to be going on. He is going to cruise over here first to check out this hatchery. Does see the timing on this, knows that his opponent's about the same time that he is. Let's just check his vision real quick. You can see that he did see that. Looking good. Going to be setting up a little bit of map control here. SwiPht's going to start getting these Overlords in position, as well as OptikCoyote. This guy could probably move over just a little bit, but he's probably headed towards the main. Wants to check tech out here in just a minute. Good scouting there. And here comes a drone transfer as this hatchery pops. Hatchery ready here for OptikCoyote. No drone transfer quite yet, though, so a little interesting there. Maybe he is just going to be using that as a macro hatch for now. We shall see, but he does have his metabolic speed boost on the way, and SwiPht just now starting his, so slightly behind there for SwiPht. Kind of just slight different timings between these guys, but essentially the same build at this point, so kind of interesting. Gotta love mirror matchups where the guys are essentially doing the same thing. But we're going to have a spine crawler here for SwiPht. Little bit of static D. Got to love that. And look at this. We do have some Zerglings cruising out across the field. SwiPht did scout this fairly early because of his Overlord placement. Is going to see these guys cruising across there. Queen here for defense. Are going to have a couple of Zerglings for defense as well, but it looks like the spine crawler is going to complete. Now OptikCoyote going to have to back out here with that queen and that spine crawler there. It's going to be very difficult for him to get this damage done in this location. SwiPht did get a snipe on an Overlord with this queen. Notice she has got one kill there. Do have his metabolic speed boost about to complete. However, the speed boost for OptikCoyote is complete, and he is going to be using it to get into this middle line, chasing these guys away, getting a couple kills here, it looks like. Oh, I'm going up into the main. gonna be stalling some more mining here, and SwiPht gonna be cleaning this up. But losing a little bit of mining time, and back here, harassment going yet again. Oh my goodness! Looks like SwiPht is gonna finally clean that up. But here comes the counterattack from SwiPht. Now, is he going to be able to get anything done here? We do see some banelings, so it is going to come down to his ability to micro here. Oh, good. He did. Oh, splitting those just a little bit there. So SwiPht doing a great job. Going to be cruising some of these guys up the ramp. Going to stall the mining here at this main. Looks like OptikCoyote going to be cleaning this up here in just a moment. Let's take a look. We do have a baneling nest here for SwiPht, slightly behind his opponents, obviously, since we already have banelings on the field. But OptikCoyote, let's take a look at units lost here for just a second. SwiPht has lost a little bit more. Units tab is going to show, however, that SwiPht is slightly ahead in the drone count. That will definitely serve him well, I think, as long as he can hold on here. But we are going to have a counter attack, and it is going to be fairly big. That is a sizable amount of Zerglings cruising across the field here. It looks like SwiPht going to have to gear up for some serious defense. Straight to the mineral line here. OptikCoyote always liking to do that economic damage, sending some of these guys up into the main. However, there is a queen here. Looks like SwiPht going to have a couple banelings on the way, and a Roach Warren going down here for SwiPht, going to be transitioning out of this play here. So not a bad idea. I think he does have this baneling nest, but really hasn't been able to utilize it quite yet. SwiPht having a little bit of trouble here in the main, trying to clean this up. Oh my goodness, a lot of damage being done here by OptikCoyote. Still has quite a few, and there is the GG from SwiPht. OptikCoyote, just too much to handle at that point. Beautiful, beautiful play. Tough to take down SwiPht. My goodness, we are definitely going to miss our team alt player in the rest of this tournament. But thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab, always alt Starcraft. We will see you guys in just a bit.